likes, comments, and engagement. What if these determined more than just your online presence? Imagine a world where your social media score directly impacted your health, influencing your energy, your mood, and even your lifespan. Today on Other Side, we dive into this unsettling realm where the digital world isn't just a part of your life, but the very essence of it. Welcome back to Other Side, where we take you to the edge of possibility and beyond. Now, buckle up because today we're diving headfirst into a reality that feels like a sci-fi thriller, yet could be closer to our current trajectory than we'd like to admit. Our social media consumption is already substantial, but what if it was more than just a habit? What if it was the key to our survival? Now, before we delve into this social media maelstrom, let's take a moment to understand the science behind it. How would such a system even be possible? Would there be a direct neurological link between our brains and the servers of social media platforms? Or would it be an incredibly advanced algorithm that predicts and controls our health based on our online activity? Perhaps it would be a combination of both. Advanced algorithms capable of reading our brain waves, tracking our eye movements, and analyzing our biometric data in real time. It's not out of the realm of possibility that such technology could be developed in the near future. Now imagine this, a viral post that not only boosts your serotonin levels, giving you a euphoric high, but also strengthens your immune system. On the flip side, a heated argument in the comments section doesn't just leave you feeling drained, but actually induces fatigue or even sickness. In this upside-down world, our online activity becomes a direct input to our physical state. Every like, comment, and share affecting us on a biological level. This might sound far-fetched, but consider this. We already have devices like the Neuralink, a brain-machine interface developed by Elon Musk's company, Neuralink. While still in its infancy, this technology could potentially allow us to control our environment, smartphones and computers with our thoughts. Could a more sinister application of this technology be far behind? So how would this work exactly? Well, let's start with the basics. When you post a picture of yourself on Instagram, it doesn't just disappear into the ether. It's analyzed, categorized, and filed away in the vast database of your digital footprint. An algorithm sifts through this data, predicting your mood, your energy levels, even your health based on your past behavior and the behavior of millions of other users. The more active you are, the more data you generate, the more accurate the algorithm becomes at predicting your state. But what if we could do one better? What if instead of predicting your health, the algorithm could control it? Think about it. Every time you feel a little under the weather, you reach out for that like button. A simple tap that not only validates your existence online, but also triggers a surge of feel-good hormones. In this brave new world, that same like button could be your lifeline. With a single press, you could boost your immune system, ward off illness, and extend your lifespan. Of course, it wouldn't be all sunshine and roses. Every dark cloud has a silver lining, or in this case, a toxic comment waiting in the shadows. Every hurtful remark, every critical analysis would take a toll on your health. The trolls and haters become your worst nightmare, draining your energy and making you sick. This is a world where the digital toxicity seeps into your veins, turning the internet's negativity into a tangible threat. But wait, it gets weirder. What if the algorithm went rogue? What if it started pitting users against each other, manipulating them into endless cycles of comparison and competition? Suddenly, the quiet kid who never posts anything becomes the envy of the virtual community. Not because he's special, but because his inaction means he's racking up those precious health points without playing the game. The social media-obsessed influencer becomes a recluse, hiding from the world to maintain their perfect online persona and continue benefiting from their social media score. In this twisted reality, influencers aren't just peddling products, they hold the secret to eternal youth and vigor. They become the gurus of health, their every move dissected and mimicked by millions desperate to stay alive in this bizarre social media ecosystem. But here's the thing, even in this dystopian future, there will be outliers, those who refuse to play by the rules, who question the system, who hack the very code of their existence to beat the algorithm at its own game. In the darkest corners of the web, communities emerge sharing tips and tricks, exploiting loopholes in the system to gain an unfair advantage. The quiet kid starts posting cryptic messages, turning his followers into a cult-like army of the living dead. The once pristine feeds become battlegrounds of misinformation and manipulation. As the lines between the physical and digital worlds blur, the very essence of humanity is put to the test. Can we really reduce something as complex and sacred as life to a number, a mere quantifiable metric on a screen? Would this turn every one of us into social media zombies, sacrificing our authenticity and humanity at the altar of engagement? Or will we rise above, finding ways to outsmart the system and reclaim our lives? The truth is, we've already taken steps in this direction. Our smartphones already monitor our every move, tracking our steps, our heart rate, and even our sleep patterns. Wearable technology is becoming more integrated into our daily lives. And with companies like Apple diving deep into health monitoring, the future looks decidedly digital. Now, you might be wondering, how does this affect me? Well, if you're watching this, you're already plugged into the matrix. Every like, every share, every comment is a data point feeding the beast. The question is, when does it become too much? When does the convenience of quantified health turn into a dependence, an addiction, a threat? And let's not forget the elephant in the room, mental health. In a world where every aspect of our physical health is controlled by our online activity, how would that affect our minds? Would we become a generation of anxious, hyper-aware individuals, constantly scanning for the next viral post to boost our mood or the next hater comment that might bring us down? Would we sacrifice our emotional well-being at the altar of online validation? In such a reality, mental health professionals might evolve into social media coaches, teaching us how to navigate this minefield of likes and comments, shielding us from the trolls and guiding us towards the elusive pot of social media gold. Here's the thing. Technology is a double-edged sword. It can improve our lives in ways we couldn't have imagined, but it can also threaten to consume us, body and soul. The prospect of controlling our health through social media is both thrilling and terrifying. The idea that we could optimize our lives to the nth degree, eliminating illness and maximizing well-being, is a siren call that many of us might find hard to resist. But the cost of such control, the loss of our autonomy, the blurring of the line between human and machine, that's a price we might not be willing to pay. After all, life isn't just about the length of our days. It's about the depth of our experiences, the richness of our connections, and the authenticity of our being. So if tomorrow you woke up to find your health literally dependent on your social media score, what would you do? Would you play along, dance to the tune of the algorithm, or would you rebel, searching for the cure to disconnect? Because remember, in this twisted reality, every click, every like, every comment is a vote in favor of the system. And the more votes it racks up, the harder it becomes to opt out. If this mind-blowing scenario has you rethinking your digital life, give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to Other Side for more reality-bending explorations. Until next time, stay curious, stay questioning, and above all, stay human. Don't let the algorithm win. A world where social media controls health is a chilling prospect that blurs the line between technology and biology. It's a world where the survival of the fittest becomes a digital game, and where human connection is reduced to a series of likes and shares. Yet it's also a world that forces us to confront the darker aspects of our digital age, the obsession with image, the thirst for validation, and the ease with which we trade our privacy for convenience. It's a world that makes us ask some fundamental questions about the nature of humanity, the meaning of life, and the price we're willing to pay for a better, easier existence. So what do you think? Would you sacrifice your autonomy for the promise of perfect health? Or would you fight to retain your freedom, even if it meant facing life as challenges the old-fashioned way? Let us know in the comments below. And as always, thanks for joining us on Other Side. We'll see you next time, when we take you beyond the limits of imagination once again.